Good evening, Vanakkam, Namaskaram, and welcome to today's update of South Indian entertainment news. Predominantly Tamil and Telugu, that's what we are covering. And thereafter, yesterday I started some lessons in Tamil and Telugu, spoken lessons. I'm not teaching them, I'm learning, and I'm sharing with you as I learn as well. Please mind the noise in the background. I stay in a complex, so with some kids running around. All right, so let's get into it. Starting off with Telugu news, today was a huge day for Pawan Kalyan. It was the release of They Call Me OG. I don't know if it's showing in South Africa. I need to check on that. I'll let you know tomorrow if you're watching this later as well. So there has been a lot of praise for the movie that released today, and there aren't any figures as yet, though, as to what the box office take-ins were like for today at close of day. But it was a budget of 250 crore, and I'm sure they are hoping to make this at least by the weekend. Right, so they call him OG. That's what it's called. Pawan Kalyan stars the lead. Again, it's a gangster movie, and I'm quite frankly getting a bit tired of all of the violence that's been celebrated, shall I say, in South Indian movies. I think it's creeping into the North Indian movies as well. The brute and bloody violence that's seen in Tamil and Telugu cinema. It's becoming too much. And on Tuesday, myself and Dev and I did a sitting off for filming of SI Cinema, where we cover more in-depth talk on movies. And we were discussing this and, trying to figure out why all of the big names are just being associated or doing movies with excessive violence in them. But nevertheless, there has been praise from a future director of Pawan Kalyan, who is Harish Shankar. He'll be directing Pawan Kalyan next with Ustad Bhagat Singh. And also praise from natural star Nani coming in as well. So it's actually more in praise of the director than the star himself, Pawan Kalyan. But that released today, They Call Me OG. The rest of the cast in there is Imran Hashmi, making his debut in Telugu cinema. He's a Bollywood actor. Priyanka Mohan plays the female lead. Arjun Das, interesting to see whether he is in a bit of a villain role again. Prakash Raj is in there as well. Shriya Reddy, I'm not too sure who Shriya Reddy is, but we'll come to know, I guess, as we cover more news. All right, moving on. It's a story that I covered on Sunday, where Aishwarya Rai as well as Karan Johar have sought the protection of personal rights, which in India is quite difficult to do. It's like shops can freely use images of actors and actresses. They can print merchandise for them, whilst in Los Angeles in America, it's not so easy, because the actors and the stars are protected by law, and permission needs to be sought. So the next to join the growing list of Indian celebrities is Akineni Nagarjuna. So the Telugu superstar took steps to protect his personal rights in joining Aishwarya Rai and Abhishek Bachchan as well as Karan Johar. So he actually went up to Delhi and approached the Delhi High Court to actually initiate this. And I think he's the first South Indian star to join the list as well, to protect their personality, I guess, protect their brand from being used so loosely. And even here in South Africa, you see salons and barbershops with especially Shah Rukh Khan's movies. But what's disturbing is that the stars' images are being used now on pornographic material content as well. And on Monday, Parthiban, who is going to play a small role in Itli Kadai. Dhanush's next movie also stars Nitya Menon as well. So there was a video released of Parthiban actually dying, and I haven't watched the video. I'm trying to get my hands on it. I couldn't. I tried to find it. I couldn't. But he spoke out quite rigorously and quite angrily about it, and says, social artificial intelligence needs to be used very, very respectfully. It can be used for good, but what's happening is more bad than good. So fully in support of these artists, because as I mentioned, not only are their lifestyles being threatened, because they are now movies and music being AI generated by people who do not have the skill for music and acting, but are nerdy tech geniuses. But now they are using their images and their entire personality as well as brand to actually plagiarize and pirate using AI as well. The movie by Anushka Shetty, I love Anushka Shetty's acting. She takes on brilliant roles as well. I feel one of the very underrated actresses in South Indian cinema. Still very extremely well known as well. And her gritty drama called Gati, I think it's Gati. It fared pretty well at cinema. Now, good news is it's coming to OTT. It's coming to streaming site. It was released in theaters on the 5th of September. It also stars Vikram Prabhu, who, by the way, earned himself a Kalemamani Award recently as well, together with a whole list, including dancer Sandy, and thanks to Sigaram.net, Dev and I for that information as well. So Gati is directed by Krish Jagarala Modi, and they have sold the streaming rights to Prime Video. So Amazon Prime Video, if you've got Prime Video, look out for Gati, which stars Anushka Shetty, and it's going to start streaming in the first week of October 2025. So that's very good news. I'm not going to get into the storyline of it as well. I'm not doing a review of that. I'm just covering quick news as well. Okay, so after Aishwarya Rajesh, there you go. Let's go to the next. The coin Uji, Aishwarya Rajesh. Why did I call up Aishwarya Rajesh? I'm not too sure why. Okay, but doesn't matter. Let's move on. Okay, moving on into Tamil cinema news, and the song Asakura became a world phenomenon. And behind Asakura is composer Sai Abhyankar, and his sister also sings in it, Sai Srimati, and they've teamed up for a few tracks. And news now is I see Sai Abhyankar did step out of the independent spotlight and compose music for a Tamil movie. I forget the name of it, but major news is now he's been offered 2 crore rupees. 2 crore rupees, that's the biggest a music director has ever been offered to score music in a Malayalam movie. So the movie is called Balti, and Sai Abhyankar, who is just 20 years old, will be scoring the movie music for this. And the producer Santosh T. Kuruvilla says they are prepared to pay the amount, the huge amount. In fact, it's more than 2 crore rupees. It's a bit higher than that, but that was what Sai Abhyankar quoted them, a crazy amount, and they are prepared to pay, saying that they have good instinct about the young music composer and singer, that so far he's been hitting all of the right notes with the audiences as well, and has gained global acclaim, not only among those who prefer or like to listen to South Indian music, but to a wide variety of listeners as well. So Sai Abhyankar will be paid more than 2 crore rupees for the Malayalam movie called Balti, and that will be his debut in Malayalam cinema. I have my reservations about this though, because so far I feel Sai Abhyankar's music hasn't showed much diversity. He seems to have a sort of equation that is working at the moment, but composing music for movies, you need to have a wide knowledge of many genres of music, because you'll take a Tamil song and or Telugu song and you'll hear about 3 or 4 music genres in there. So very interesting to see what he's gonna pull off. But so far, what I've heard from him sort of sounds a bit the same. Some is sort of has like a template, and his style it comes through in every single song. So I think this will be a very deciding moment for Sai Abhyankar's career as well. The 2000, when was the movie released? Kushi was released in 2001. So Kushi, which starred Jyotika as well as Vijay and was directed by S.J. Surya. S.J. Surya, by the way, also earned himself a Kale Mamani award of recent. So recently the Vijay movie Gilly was re-released in cinema, and people really loved it, of course, and went crazy for it. And the same is happening for Kushi. And I think Kushi is going to score a bit more. It was more of an iconic movie than Gilly was. And it has been released in 200 theaters across Tamil Nadu, which released today as well. The cinema houses were full, despite it being a work day as well, and youngsters especially came out in their numbers to watch the movie and dance in the cinema. And I guess it's going to do extremely well once again. And it got me thinking. I wonder if re-releases will do well in South Africa. If the 90s and 2000s Tamil and Telugu movies were brought to Tamil cinema, especially a lot of movies which we missed as well. It's a bit of a tough one, because I see Hollywood went that route and they sort of struck gold a bit with it, but I think that craze has died down now. And I wonder if Tamil and Telugu will have the same, I would say, success. I'd like to know from you, if you'd like to comment and let me know if you think older Tamil and Telugu movies should be brought to South African cinema. I think the biggest problem we face right now is how easily streaming videos or streaming movies has become, especially with there being Netflix and Amazon Prime, and you can find quite a bit of movies on there as well. So I'd like to know your take on that. You can message me privately as well. You don't have to message this video. If you do message here, I'll see your message later. You can stick around, by the way, because after this is the last story. I'm going to recap on the Telugu and Tamil lesson that I went over yesterday. I started learning spoken Tamil and Telugu using 2 brilliant apps. And whilst I learn, I'm going to have you right there with me, and we can sort of learn together. So I'm going to do, as far as possible, daily updates. And once or twice a week, I'll go in depth into a lesson. This is why I called up Aishwarya Rajesh. So, actress Aishwarya Rajesh, very popular for her challenging and emotional performances. At one time, I know she spoke out about how tough it was to get a lead actress role because of her complexion. And this is another discussion that needs to be had. Why in South India we hardly see a dark-skinned, a melanin actress playing the lead roles. But I think we slowly starting to break through that barrier with the advent of Aishwarya Rajesh as well. Holding major roles not only in Tamil and Telugu cinema, but making a way into Bollywood cinema as well. Aishwarya Lakshmi as well, I would say nice roles that she's picked up, given that she's a dark-skinned lass as well. I said dark-skinned, not too dark-skinned, but if you look at Tamil and Telugu people, throughout India as well, many people, I think, wherever you hardly see roles throughout any Indian fraternity where the female lead is chocolate skinned, which I'd love to see pretty soon. So actress Aishwarya Rajesh went out onto the streets of Chennai and decided to perform some good deeds. So she purchased a whole lot of blankets, and she walked around Chennai, and whilst the women, children, and elderly slept on the roads in the cold. Apparently it's quite cold in Chennai at the moment. She went about and just covered them with blankets. So I guess that'll be a nice gesture to wake up to for these people as well. Also to battle mosquitoes. Yeah, according to this, mosquitoes are also quite rife in Chennai even when it's cold. And she actually did a video about it. I have my qualms about doing videos of you performing good acts, but I guess why not? If you're going to do it, and in the hope that other people actually follow suit, why not? But can you call it charity? I don't know. We're going to go back to what charity really is, and that is doing something good for someone less fortunate than you without expecting anything, not even publicity in return. But still a very good deed by Aishwarya Rajesh. And if you don't know who she is, she's acted in movies like Vada Chennai, one of my favorites, Midweek Pillay. I love that movie with Sivakarthikeyan. She was in Sami Square as well. Lakshmi she was in as well. What movies can we look forward to? She's got 3 Tamil movies coming up. Karupur Nagaram. Very interesting. Karupur means black, so Black Town. It's quite a crazy name, that is. Mohandas, as well as Tiyavar Koleigal Nadunga. That's the movie she's got to be released in 2026. She's got a Kannada movie as well coming up. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce it as well. By the way, yeah, she also acted in Da'ar as well, or Dia, or Da'ar, as South Africans call it Da'ar, but it's Dia, which starred G.V. Prakash Kumar. Very interesting movie as well, because during that time as well, G.V. Prakash Kumar was going through a separation, or I think just went through a separation, and the movie Dia also was about him in a separation. Very crazy storyline. Okay, so that's a wrap for entertainment news for today on the Telugu and Tamil side. I think I will do an update every Mondays and Thursdays. I did start on a Sunday, but I'm going to leave the Sunday out. A lot of you are preparing for the week ahead, but every single day from Mondays to Fridays, I will have some South Indian content live on my TikTok account, so you can come through and you can jump in the conversation as well. Give your input as well. If you're from another country in India and maybe they call him OG, let me know how it was. Apparently, people celebrated so hard that they tore some cinema screens. I can't get that. Why? Behave yourself, man. Because this, of course, is going to go back to the producer, and the producers have to pay for any damages, and that's going to take away from the movie's takings as well. So please use your common sense on that. All right, let's go through some a recap of the lessons that I went over yesterday, the lessons in Tamil and Telugu. Starting with Telugu first. And I'm just going to get out of this ad. Starting with Telugu, which is very, very, very new to me. Not the music. I have been listening to Telugu music proper for the last 10 years. Watching Telugu movies as well, I think from 2005. But I feel until I can read the language, I can't properly learn it. But nevertheless, we're going to give it a shot. There's going to be sometimes incorrect pronunciations. Shout out to Trisha and Governor who helped us with the pronunciation with Nunchi. I think Nunchi means from in Telugu. Okay, so let's go through this conversation. There you go. 45 lessons. I think this is where we started. Conversation, sentences, to reduce sentences here. Okay, let's go right to the front, back. Right. Okay.
నేను బాగున్నాను మీరు ఎలా ఉన్నారు
Alright, we're going to start from the beginning, which is how to greet in
Namaskaram.
Telugu is Namaskaram. Okay, greeting in Telugu, Namaskaram. Or you can also say
Hi.
Hi. Hi. or hi or hello. So basically anywhere in India that you go to, you can use hi or hello. It's acceptable. I think it's more used than namaskaram, namaste or vanakkam, which is now mostly used in formal settings. And if you go back to actually being used in daily usage, I know in South Africa it's still used. If we see someone from the cultural fraternity out in public, we greet them vanakkam, namaskaram. In the temple, that's our proper greeting, or in a cultural event as well. And remember, as much as I mentioned temple, this has nothing to do with religion. For me, you separate the heritage from the religion. The religion can be part of the heritage, but it's not only one religion, it's numerous religions. India's people have passed through so many schools of thought, and some that we consider ancient today are actually quite modern, which means there are some that we don't know of that go back 2,000 years. For example, there was a school of thought probably around the 8th century AD. Sakyam is Buddhism. What was it called? I forget what it was called. But basically, it was a idea based on atoms. So back in the 9th century, they were basing their religion around atoms, and Scientology we have in the Western world only coming up today, but those ideas have been there in India for hundreds of years. So these have nothing to do with religion. It's purely language. So hi is also a greeting, but namaskaram, the proper greeting in Telugu. How are you?
మీరు ఎలా ఉన్నారు?
మీరు ఎలా ఉన్నారు? మీరు ఎలా ఉన్నారు? మీరు ఎలా ఉన్నారు means how are you? So మీరు ఎలా ఉన్నారు? As you get used to speaking the language, I've noticed, I don't speak them as yet, unfortunately, but as you get used to the spoken version of it, you find some of the words are very loosely pronounced. They're not overpronounced as they are if we are reading it from a book. When you're reading from a book, or even when it comes to most lyrics as well, even in current day, you have to pronounce everything properly. But I feel that in spoken Tamil, it becomes a bit more relaxed, or even Telugu. So, Miru Ela Unnaru. Miru Ela Unnaru. As I said, I'm not too sure about the curling of the tongue and so forth in Telugu. We are going to go with it, and over time, any Telugu experts watching this or finding out about this want to correct us, why not? Miru ela unnaru. Miru ela unnaru means how are you?
నేను బాగున్నాను. మీరు ఎలా ఉన్నారు?
Okay, the first part first.
నేను బాగున్నాను.
Nenu bagunanu. Nenu bagunanu means I'm good or I'm okay. Nenu bagunanu means I'm okay. And they ask in return, Miru ela unnaru, which again is how are you? So, namaskaram, Miru ela unnaru means how are you? The other person will say, Nenu bagunanu means I'm okay. And then they will ask you back, Miru ela unnaru, back to you, right? And then your response is, come on, go. It's a bit slow today. Your response will be bagundi. Bagundi. Come on, app. Okay, app is a bit slow. There you go. So bagundi. So bagundi means I'm okay. I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. So there's a difference between saying
నేను బాగున్నాను.
yes. There's a difference between saying nenu bagunanu. Nenu bagunanu means I'm good. And then you're asking the other person, how are you? Miru ela unnaru. And they're going to say, I'm okay too. So I'm okay too. It's like bagundi. Bagundi, I'm okay too. So that's where we stopped. And on Tuesday, let's say on Tuesday, we'll get more in depth into the next lesson. Maybe we'll take on another sentence and we'll cover basically whatever we covered for that day for the entire week. So daily, if you are here at 7 p.m., we can actually okay, if you can give me that what's that, a gazillion $1 million, I'm okay with that. I don't know why you're typing that out, but thank you. Say thank you. Thank you. Why am I thanking you? Mr. Beat is my real name. All right, okay. Thank you for being on the live. I hope that you're learning with us as well. Okay, so to the Tamil version, I didn't properly get into the app, the Tamil app as yet, because I find that it hasn't been constructed as the Telugu lessons are, in that it hasn't given you the greetings and how it just gets straight into the conversation. So I'm going to cover what I've covered in the Telugu lesson in Tamil. So you greet in Tamil as Vanakkam. I think many people know that. But to show respect, especially if you're greeting an elder, you say Vanakkanga. Vanakkanga. Vanakkanga shows a bit more respect. Not that Vanakkam is not disrespect. Not that Vanakkam is disrespectful, but Vanakkanga is a bit more respect. When you add that nga sound at the end, my Tamil teacher back in the 80s, back in the 80s, my Tamil teacher, whenever she referred to her husband, she'll call him Ngo, so she never referred to him as Kanavan or by his name. She'll call him Ngo. So that was like a respect that was there. So that nga sound makes it more respectful. Sort of softens the language a bit more as well. So Vanakkam is normal greeting for anyone. Vanakkanga is when you want to greet someone with respect, or should be greeting someone with respect. To ask how are you, between friends, between very close colleagues and stuff, Yapdi just means how are you. Yapdi irka, Yapdi irkinga. And I said even though Yapdi irkinga is a bit more respectful, you shouldn't be using the word Yapdi to greet an elder or to ask an elder. So if it's an elder, rather say Nalla irkingala. Nalla comes from the Tamil word nalla. Nalla means good. Nalla is a state of being good. Alright? It's an adverb. A state of being good. Nalla irkingala. Nalla irkingala means how are you? Or are you good? Nalla irkingala means are you good? So it's better to ask this to an elder than asking them Yapdi irkinga. Right? The term Yapdi is considered very rude to a large extent and disrespectful to use when speaking to an elder. And to respond to that, you can just say Nallam, which means yes, I'm good, or just say Nallam, which means good. All right. So I think just a quick recap on that, and we'll do another recap of that tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to be featuring some music, and between the songs, I'll be going through and recapping the lessons as well. All right. So that's a wrap for today. By the way, you can watch these videos on my YouTube channel. Just search for Kaalan Pillay. I'm not too sure what my proper handle is, but just search for Kaalan Pillay. I'll have these videos there as of tomorrow on languages if you want to recap on that. But let's do a very quick recap now. I think it's going to take us less than a minute to do so. Starting with Telugu, to greet in Telugu, Namaskaram. Meeru ela unnaru means how are you in Telugu. Nenu bagunani. Am I saying that right? Nenu bagunani. No, am I saying that wrong? Nenu bagunanu. Nenu bagunanu. See, as I said, I'm still learning, so we are learning together. Nenu bagunanu means I'm okay. Meeru ela unnaru. How are you? They're asking you back, and you're going to respond to that saying bagundi. That's how you respond back. So Namaskaram, Meeru ela unnaru, Nenu bagunanu, which means how are you, and the person is responding I am okay. Meeru ela unnaru, they are going to ask you back, and you're going to say bagundi, which means I'm fine, cool. Let's stop asking each other how we are. Let's stop right there. In Tamil, Vanakkam, a greeting generally, Vanakkanga, greeting with respect. Amongst friends, Yapdi irkinga, Yapdi irkinga, Yapdi irka. You can just say Yapdi irka, Yapdi irkinga. All of that is how are you. If it's an elder, Nalla irkingala. Are you okay? Nalla irkingala. And response to that is Nallam. Nallam means I'm good. Or you can say Nallam. If you are asked Nalla irkingala, meaning are you good? You can say Nallam. Yes, I'm good. All right. So that's our lesson for this week wrapped up. You have yourself a fantastic evening, what's left of it, and I'll catch you here tomorrow at 7 p.m. South African time. I played some music on Monday. I'm going to play some of those songs again because many of you weren't around to hear them. Some really cool chill tracks from the year 2000, 2010, 2020, 2025, and new releases as well. I played Sid Sriram, so please check out that song. Such a brilliant, amazing song, and such an amazing message behind it as well. So from me again, Kaalan, Vanakkam, Namaskaram, ciao, and I'll see you back here tomorrow, 7 p.m.
Sem-May.